Episode 89 of The Loaded Couch. Celtic loves Hitler TV shows. Nathan Drake gets knocked out. Don't mess with my mama. Questions from listeners.
Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is The Loaded Couch.
All right, we're back. Episode 89 of The Loaded Couch. I'm Scotch Hound.
Pigeon big leg.
And Celtic Fox.
Hey, we got we got a full crowd. All right, let's get started with the beer mash. Calc, what are you drinking?
What's the homework, Calc?
What did we pick? We picked beers, aged, and barrels, right? Something like that.
Aged in something.
Yeah, aged in something. I'm
not in a fridge though.
Dang, I tried to see if that would work.
Slide dog, yeah.
Yeah, aged in dust. No, this is one I think we had a year ago or so. The Kentucky Bourbon Barrel, from Alltech Lexington Brewing Company.
I think we had that at Flanz's house.
We might have, but I remember the one time I had it a year ago. I wasn't a big fan of it, so I'm glad I had some of it to give it another shot. They're out of Lexington, Kentucky, 8.2% alcohol, and it's ale aged in oak barrels.
It's not aged in bourbon barrels?
Well, bourbon oak barrels.
Okay, well, that wasn't on there. So,
Pidge, what are you drinking?
That guy's an asshole. I'm drinking the Gulden Draak Brewmaster's edition from the Brewworks Van Steenberge Brewery. It's a Belgian strong dark ale aged in whiskey barrels from Belgium. It's copper in color and it's 10.5% alcohol. Now, Scotch, this is the same brewery that I had the quadruple a couple episodes ago.
Okay.
When I said it was in like my top 3 beers.
Yeah. This one.
I'm not digging like the whiskey taste, the aftertaste, but it's actually still pretty good.
Okay. Myself, I'm drinking what Whiskers had last week, some Mad Elf. I'm helping her finish her.
Wait, I thought she had the Rude Elf last week.
No, she had Mad Elf. We were looking for Rude Elf. We finally found it this week.
Okay, good.
It's Troegs Independent Brewing.
Troegs.
Yeah, Troeg. It's holiday ale. It's out of Hershey, PA, Ruby Red, and it's 11% alcohol.
And that's the one with cherries and the other stuff, right?
Honey and cherries.
Yeah, it's definitely got the cherries in it.
It's once a year, so I wonder if they age it. That way it only releases once a year.
Don't make excuses. You failed.
I did.
You failed your homework.
All right, I'll have to see if I have something in the fridge that's aged. All right, in beer news, young Henrys Brewery, which will give you a free beer in exchange for a tattoo. The marketing team wants to reverse the natural order of thinking that bad decisions come after drinking. Apparently, you get $200 worth of beer, but still have to pay for the tattoo. And, all in all, when you're done, you maybe get about $50 worth of free beer. Now, the added bonus of having the, tattoo on your body for the rest of your life is, and having your skin defaced, all in the name of this company, is not only that, but Young Henrys also requires you to share your tattoo with the world via social media.
It's fucking stupid.
Now,
why would you do that?
Yeah, you like the picture of the two dudes? They're two hipster guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why they're buddy-buddy with broken heart tattoos.
Well, one says BE with half a heart, and the other half of the heart says ER. So when you put the two hearts together, it says beer. But one guy has BE on his ankle, and the other guy has ER on his other ankle.
Yeah, but are those guys the ones with the company, or they actually did it?
I don't know.
Because the one guy looks like Gallagher, and the other guy looks like you.
Now, I wonder, the Gallagher-looking guy, I wonder if that hair's attached to his hat or not.
Yeah, right. Know. He's got a watermelon tattoo on his ass.
I know, he has some nice-looking jorts, though, I tell you that. Are jorts in for guys? Or are they still out?
That's the Canadian summer tux pant.
Oh, that's right. It's for the hipsters in Canada. Oh, my God.
I think this brewery's... It might be out of Australia. I'm not sure. I think that's what it said when I was reading it.
I'll look it up.
Speaking of Australia, I saw a pic on Reddit the other day of the most Australian man on the planet, the Mick Dundee. When he met Queen Elizabeth in the 80s, he was wearing jorts and like his flannel shirt with the sleeves cut off, and everybody else was dressed in a tux.
Did he have his croc hat and everything on too?
No, but the jorts were like super short, man. Like
the pockets hanging out the bottom.
Yeah, just about.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. He must have some nice legs.
It's disgusting.
I have no idea where they're located, but the area code is +61-2, so it's somewhere European or Australian.
It's somewhere we're not educated in.
Someone that's not America.
Yeah. All right, movie talk. Celk, what'd you watch in movies?
Everything. My pocket's broke.
Yeah, just about. Now we usually rent one movie a week at least. I think I didn't get to talk about it last week because I wasn't on, but we watched Pete's Dragon, and we also watched Bourne, the new Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah, and how is Bourne compared to the others?
It's still Matt Damon, right?
I know we talk about this comparison a lot. I actually liked the new James Bond Spectre.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Better
the dull storylines. I guess.
I liked it better than Bourne. This Bourne wasn't as good to me as I don't recall all the Bourne movies, scene by scene, but I remember the older ones being a little bit better than this one.
Yeah, they're essentially video games. He fights bosses throughout the whole movie. It's awesome.
And Pete's Dragon, the Disney remake, the live action with
that looked pretty bad. How was it?
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was. I had heard a lot of hype about it, and everybody saying it was good. Scotchy, I think you saw this in the theater, didn't you?
No.
Okay, I thought you told me once you and Jonas went, but yeah, I don't know. I would recommend renting.
What did your son think of it?
He kind of was like, didn't seem all that excited about it. Like he liked it.
Dad, can we watch Chappie?
Yeah, right. But we rented it, luckily, and I would suggest it as a rental. I don't think it's one you'd probably watch more than twice, if that.
All right, it's a library rental then.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Pitch. What'd you watch?
Nothing. How about you?
I watched the Christmas movies, of course. Like what is that? The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
You watched it again?
Yeah, I watched it over and over again. I watched White Christmas.
Dude, Christmas Vacation. I caught parts of that again.
I bought it on Windows.
Did you?
It was on sale.
Xbox.
Yeah, I have it on everything.
So. Yeah, I just go Christmas crazy right this time of year. I got Christmas music playing all day while I'm working. Just, I'm an idiot.
Speaking of Christmas crazy, Celk shouldn't be watching Christmas movies and decorating. Isn't he like atheist?
He is, from what I've heard.
Doesn't he hate like Christmas and Jesus Christ?
Just Jesus Christ, but they don't go hand in hand
I
anymore.
can like the Hallmark holiday. I don't have to believe in the church portion.
Why don't you tell your son that?
No, he's very religious.
Oh man! All right,
Jesus Christ is my homeboy. He doesn't have love.
Rogue One opens this weekend. Early viewings have been mixed, mainly because of the grittiness and not many big name characters. Is this not for the young?
Yeah, I saw a not really like an article, but just kind of like skimmed a couple headlines and review things, and they were saying some people were saying it's like really good. It's that filler story that our generation always wanted, from the old movies, and some people are like, oh well, it's so different. It's not as I keep wanting to say colorful, even though it's not really colorful, but it's not the old Star Wars with all the big main characters and the characters you love, and it's a lot of no-name characters. It's not like
and mushy. I don't think it's mushy like the other stories were.
Yeah, somebody actually said it was a lot like watching like a Saving Private Ryan version of Star Wars.
I think you nailed it. The grittiness, and that's what growing up Star Wars fans want. When you're an adult now, of course, but you don't want Leia, kiss me. No, I want to fucking punch you in the face, Leia.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for it with the grittiness. I mean, once I heard that, I was definitely on board.
All right, Celk, Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think they gave it?
Is there something up already?
Yeah.
Wild guess. Rotten Tomatoes, I'll say 79.
I was gonna say you have to be within 5%, and you're right. 84.
Okay. All right. I figured I'd come in a little low. I didn't know if it would make the 80s.
Oh, here we go. I was gonna be dead on, but I didn't want to sound too pompous.
See, with you guys were talking about with the characters, or at least with the mention of the characters in the comment and stuff. I don't think I want the old characters. Like, I didn't need this reboot with the old characters in it again. I don't think it really made the movie for me to see Han Solo and everybody else.
I don't think it made it, but I was happy to see them as closure. I agree with you on that. I don't know if I need to see Luke Skywalker any further.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to have the wrap up to where he kind of teaches, his children the thing, kind of let new characters take it over and go with the series again, and then make a transition. I don't think you need to keep carrying over the same old story all the time.
I think they're just bringing them in to transition them out.
Right, and I think that's fine. Like, even with these in-between movies, I don't think we need top-rated characters, because I'm going to say back then, I don't think, Mark Hamill and, the crowd, I don't think were super popular.
No, I agree with you.
It's like, give these no-names, a chance to, continue on, and maybe they'll make a name for themselves as well.
Yeah. The transition for Luke Skywalker is Rey meets him on the rock island. Luke Skywalker trips and falls and dies.
he hands her over a little book that tells him all the secrets of the Jedi, and leaves.
He does that the tipping backwards where he's like swinging his arms like whoa.
Yeah. Pulls a Celk, steps on a rock and falls.
Well, I thought he was going to go like Neo and fly up into space and then explode because he forgot his helmet or something. All right, do we think it'll have a big opening? Yes.
His helmet.
No, he forgot a helmet, so he just goes up into space and explodes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do we think it'll have a big opening?
Yes, of course. It was pre-selling tickets at already at 150 million.
Yeah, I think it'll have big. It'll definitely be bigger than most of the other Hollywood stuff. I don't think it'll be.
How about bigger than Star Wars 7?
No, I don't think it'll do that. But what do you guys remember what that was on its opening weekend? It wasn't it like 250 something?
What, Star Wars?
Yeah, episode the newest one.
Yeah, you're saying million, right?
250 million, I think, right? Or 260?
I don't remember. I'm horrible at remembering numbers. All right, anyway.
This one will do low twos.
Okay.
Low twos? It did 220 million for the weekend for Force Awakens.
I was thinking like 100.5 maybe.
Okay, so then maybe I'll say 170s, 180s.
Yeah, I say high ones.
Okay. All right, crybaby Nolan North got his wish, and Mark Wahlberg drops out of the Uncharted movie.
Finally, they listened to me.
So was Nolan North really throwing a shit fit about this?
Yeah, wasn't he said man, if I was 10 years younger, I definitely could do it, but I can't see Mark Wahlberg doing it. I can see Chris Pratt doing it. He's so much better.
He's in everything now.
Is that really who he said? Because that's who I was going to say would fit the role, but I'm trying to think of other characters.
The Rock.
Who should be the now? Is this for the person? Who's the main character?
Nathan Drake.
Yes, Nathan Drake. Who is this for his character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mark,
my handicap.
For Nathan Drake?
My handicap is I've never played the Uncharted game, so I don't know the persona of the character.
No pun intended.
But I mean, from the gameplay, I can't even picture Marky Mark being Nathan Drake.
I mean, I can. I don't.
He doesn't wear. I don't. Me personally, I don't think he wears kind of the Indiana Jones look well enough. I don't think.
Well, I was gonna say, is Nathan Drake carry more the Jason Bourne persona, but in the Indiana Jones world? I mean, would Matt Damon have been a better Nathan Drake, or
no? Shia LaBeouf probably.
Oh God, Matt Damon. I'd rather Matt Damon over LaBeouf. I'd rather
Matt Damon's too liberal.
Mark over LaBeouf.
I don't know. I just bring the Rock in. Rock makes that.
No, I mean, I really thought Chris Pratt, but I do agree he's in everything now.
He is. Yeah.
And I think he was in talks too to be like the reboot of Indiana Jones.
Who, LaBeouf?
Pratt.
Oh,
Of course.
Let me jump real quick. So, having seen the new Bourne movie, Lara Croft is in it, the new Robot Dome chick.
Vikander?
Yeah, Vikander, whatever.
Eye candy?
Yeah,
My wife hated her in it because she's like, I can't stand her trying to fake the accent because I think she's Norwegian or something. So her trying to sound American is really rough.
I'm Inga from Sweden.
It was really, really rough. And I'm just sitting thinking, how is she going to pull off the British accent?
Wait, no. Are you sure it's Vikander?
Yeah,
Did
she
you
was
help
in
me
it.
with my upsack?
Yeah, she was definitely in it.
Heinz good.
So, yeah, just thinking of the whole Uncharted Tomb Raider type of thing made me remember about that.
No, is it as bad as, oh my God, Angelina Jolie's accent?
It could almost approach that, I think. I'm going to be curious to see how she pulls it off.
All right, TV talk. Pidge, what'd you watch?
Alicia Vikander. No, I didn't watch her. That was her
Just
name.
over and
Alicia
over and over
Vikander.
again?
Yeah, just
On a
looking
loop.
I was just looking up nudie pics. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of Westworld.
Okay.
Finally.
And the first episode, all I could think about was Trevor's in it.
He
Grand
is.
Theft Auto.
He is.
in it,
It's
yeah.
awesome, isn't it?
He needs to be in every freaking thing.
He is.
I like his persona. His
He's in
presence.
The Walking Dead. He's in Westworld.
Yeah, he's in The Walking Dead for like 1 episode though.
Nah.
Oh, I haven't seen the rest of them.
Yeah, seriously.
But and then also I could think about was the Zoolander scene where he's like, "Is this the center for ants?" Like, because they showed like the building or like the world, and everyone's like looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty good, but like you said, it's really smart. You got to really pay attention.
I was going to say, are you able to keep up with like all the little cross stitches and story things?
And Pidge, what are you saying by asking that is you're an idiot?
Yeah. Hey,
You just said it's really
Hey,
smart.
moron.
Okay,
Can
now
you
that you
keep
said
up?
it's really smart, did you keep up? Yeah.
Hey, idiot. From what I gather, I think where it's going is that the robots are getting a conscience and evolving. That's what I thought. That's what I'm thinking.
Ooh.
Now, could you picture yourself in that type of like, it's basically Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah.
like open world. Would you go there?
You can't die, right?
No. Well,
The first couple episodes.
now I got a question about that. In the first few episodes, they show that you can't die by hosts. Can you die by other persons?
So supposedly on the
Cheers.
website, the interactive website that exists for the show,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a fake disclaimer sheet, and it says you can be harmed or killed by another guest, but the company does its best to basically step in. So like they're saying even the hosts are programmed to like acknowledge if like your buddy was going to stab you in the back, the host would like intervene and stop it.
Well, I was
But
wondering
they
with
are-
like the guns, because like you can pick up a host's gun and shoot them and kill them. Like the bullet goes through their, mechanical body and
Yeah.
everything. But when they shoot you, it just kind of like acts as like a fake bullet or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a smart bullet or like a paintball type.
Right,
of
and that's
thing,
what I'm
but-
wondering if you pick or if like your gun, if you could shoot like another real person and the gun would work on that person.
Probably not, but I think from what I saw, the disclaimer does say like there have been deaths in the park, and I like nothing stops you from grabbing a knife and like slitting your buddy's throat or
Right.
something.
Okay. All right.
My 3 favorite characters is Anthony Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
I do like him a lot. I like Dolores.
Okay.
She's really good, and I like the bear guy that was stuck in the ravine.
Nice.
Smashed his head with a rock.
Yeah.
That's- crushed himself. Yeah.
He's like,
It even made like that noise when he smashed himself in the head the last time.
yeah.
So-
it's like,
Do you have any like weird theories in your head besides like the
that
host?
they're
Like,
evolving.
yeah.
Weird theories. I think there's something devilish with Anthony Hopkins. I know that. Something with Arnold. I think Arnold put his like subconscious into the robots, and now they're evolving.
He's
Okay.
the devil. Foosball's the devil.
Father would never let the cows roam this.
All right, what else do you watch on TV?
Luke Cage.
How much of that did you watch?
Shiz. I watched another episode. I watched through 7. And I just got to the episode where things started collapsing for the villains.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened to one of the main villains. Not to be too vague about it. I don't want to spoil it for Celk.
Okay.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But the best thing about that episode, I like Luke Cage because he's just a badass, but he's like monotonous badass.
Right.
And Cottonmouth's laugh is awesome.
Awesomely annoying.
It's awesomely like I want to mimic it.
Rank it in there with how's Luke Cage compared to Daredevil and compared to Jessica Jones?
I didn't watch Jessica Jones. I heard it was garbage, but Daredevil so far has been good. It's been the best.
I was going to say it's almost as good as Daredevil. Daredevil season 2, I wasn't completely sold on.
Yeah, because Elektra.
Right. But first seasons, Daredevil's definitely over Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is definitely over Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Okay.
Luke Cage soundtrack is amazing.
It is. Yeah, the whole interludes and stuff where they change scenes and it has like that musical, interlude stuff is great. And just the acts that they have doing it is incredible too. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yeah, Calc, what'd you watch?
Watch some more Vikings. I'm on season 3, episode 3.
Okay.
So
you're all the way up, almost up to it.
Yeah, I think that they're doing season. No, they're doing season 4 right now, I think. So I got
filming or showing.
Showing on History is season 4, I think so.
I'm already up through 6, so
finish the season out. It's really good. I like it. It's getting a little rough to follow all the little interweaving things because.
Wait, is that the one where they go to Essex and they go to the other place and they go somewhere else?
Yeah, they just went to Wessex with the princess and attacked the uncle and the brother on 2 different shores.
Yeah, stick with it. It does get confusing, but it'll definitely fill out.
Okay, so yeah, but I like it. It's really high quality for being on the History Channel. But the History Channel's putting together some awesome shows, I must say.
Pawn Stars.
Another one, Oak Island. We're addicted, the whole family.
Dude, is it me, or does it seem like every episode they're like, "Oh, we're gonna find something here," and then it's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
Oh, we found something over here. Nope.
We finished season 1. We are starting season 2. I think we're on the 3rd episode. We love that one, and I watched Westworld.
I just don't understand why it's so difficult to get down into that. We can land the man on the moon, but they can't figure out how the hell to get down into this hole.
Well, supposedly there's traps everywhere.
Traps and the
Do you think someone really thought that out of all these traps? I really doubt it.
Well, you got to think of the mentality back then. If you were hiding treasure, I'm sure they were pretty experienced on how not to have the treasure found.
The Vikings did it.
And Westworld. I'm a big fan of the Man in Black.
Oh, you like Johnny Cash? Me too, man.
Oh, what is it? James Caan? Not James Caan. Ed Harris.
Oh, I watched Elf too. Good job. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Ed Harris. Now, Calc, speaking of Ed Harris, because I watched The Walking Dead.
Old and wrinkled.
Mid-season finale. I watched Westworld as well and Friends. But on Westworld, with you saying, what the hell's his name again? Ed Harris.
Yes.
Is it weird in this seeing him in another Truman Show? Him living in this like world of fantasy.
Like really liking these fantasy world things?
Yeah, just kind of like an enclosed world thing, and it includes Ed Harris. So moving forward, any movie that has to do with like an enclosed world of some sort is going to have him in it.
He's much better in Westworld than he was in Truman Show.
Oh, you don't like the beret?
And the glasses.
Yeah.
No, I like the Man in Black. I won't give any spoilers of any sort because it sounds like Pigeon's well on his way now, finally.
Real quick.
Yeah. Maeve and Man in Black are my
faves. Okay.
Who's Maeve again?
She's the head prostitute.
She's the head prostitute at the saloon.
Is that the Zoe girl?
Yes.
No.
No.
Is it?
Okay. Zoe.
No.
Maeve is her name in the movie.
Yeah, she's an actress.
Or in The Shining.
Confusing her with the girl from Galaxy of the Guardians.
No. That's not the same one.
It's not the same girl, but it's the character you're thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Celk mentioned before he loves Hitler. Man in the High Castle drops this Friday, December 16th on Amazon Prime. Having been huge fans of Hunting
So
Hitler,
excited.
thoughts on if the Nazis won? Anyone?
No,
Pitch?
they would never win. Unless they have the what's that Bell project that they were working
Oh,
on?
yeah, the thing that you could travel from one place
Yeah,
to another with. Yeah.
Like the Lufthansa or something.
Yeah.
Something.
What was the question? If the Nazis won, do we think what?
Any thoughts on what would it be like if
it
the
will
Nazis
never
won?
happen. It'll never happen.
Do I think the USA could have fought back if we won?
No,
Yeah, I mean,
just what are your thoughts of what would have been like if the Nazis won?
if they won, I mean, I think they.
I think we
they
all
I think
have,
I think they would have stayed.
mustaches.
I think they would have stayed in power.
We all would have blonde hair and be 6 feet 2 inches tall.
I'll be driving
The Aryan
Mercedes and
races.
Volkswagen.
Very large penis, shoe brush mustaches.
We'd all be art fanatics, but not,
We'd have good
called-
beer.
No, not that Colt crap. It's called the Draak.
Now, okay, getting on to what Celk was saying, do you think the United States would have fought back on its own land, even if it, even if we did lose over there?
It would have been like the Normandy on our shores for them.
Okay.
But we would have won. They would have
don't-
never succeeded.
Yeah, I don't know. If the tables were turned a little and we didn't get the bomb, and they made
if they detonated the bomb?
if we didn't get the bomb and they wouldn't have tried to commit to Russia, I think things would have went much different.
Kelk, is your fantasies coming true now?
No, but all that said, watch Man in the High Castle because they talk about everything we just said.
Right.
So if I sign up for a 30-day free trial, I can watch it?
Yeah, go for it. Blaze through because they release the entire season in one. Oh, maybe they don't. I don't know if the whole season comes out or if it's a weekly thing.
Yeah, but
I
it's
know
like a Netflix type of drop, or if Amazon does it like
yeah,
TV.
Amazon's starting to do that with what is it, the Grand Tour? You got to wait each week.
Yep. Yeah, keep you coming back.
So, Grand Tour, that's the motorcycle, not the car one?
Yeah, the Top Gear.
Yeah, the guys from Top
I read
Gear.
an article. It's the most pirated TV show of all time.
Nice.
But yeah, I highly recommend Man in the High Castle.
Okay. Pitch, beer thoughts.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of that whiskey taste, but actually this is pretty good and I would do it again. So it's a yay.
Okay. Celk,
It's a yay for me. It's actually much better than I remember.
food pairing.
Lot smoother than I remember. Food
Your
pairing.
palate's maturing.
Yeah, it has. What is it? Like, how many beers have we had now? Over 300?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Food pairing. I don't know. That's something smoky.
Ribs.
I don't know.
Like a cigarette?
Chicken?
Smoky. You know what? I could go for a rack of ribs, like a nice smoke rack of ribs. Pork ribs.
All right. Myself on the Mad Elf Amier as well. This is a pretty tasty winter beer. I mean, I don't taste the cherry in it at all. I don't know if that's just in there and it's smoothing things out, but it's pretty tasty.
It's subtle. It's subtle. When we went to the tasting at the factory or at the brewery, it was
It's got to be a different taste, though. From
It's
bottle to
fresh.
from the factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when we were there, they actually had the Mad Elf 2015 and 2016. So they actually had some of the previous year. And the guy was explaining to us like how it was a little bit more stronger on the cherry flavor in 2015, and it got a little bit toned down in 2016.
Did you say more stronger?
Yes.
Did I say more stronger?
You said a little more stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, a little more stronger.
All right.
Was Marty there?
No, he wasn't there.
He's everywhere.
All right. Well, let's take a break, get another beer, and we'll be back with Let's Talk Games.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter at Pigeon Pegleg and also on Twitch, Pigeon Pegleg. Pigeon Pegleg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound.
All right, we're back with Let's
What?
Talk
Talk
Games.
games.
Calc, what'd you play for games?
Games.
Calculate us off with your beer, I should say.
I'm still got a nipple on my first bottle.
Yeah,
there.
screw you then. Pitch, what are you drinking?
I switched it up to the Biere de Mars from the Unique
New York.
Uinta Brewing company. Unique New York. It's a French style spring ale aged in Chardonnay barrels. So that's something different. I never had a spring ale before.
You're so fancy in your Chardonnay bales.
It's from the Mormon capital of the world, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Awesome.
Copper in color.
How many wives brewed this?
7.2% wives. That's alcohol, by the way.
Gotcha. Okay. Myself, I'm drinking the Rude Elf Reserve, another one out of Whiskers beer selection. It's from Fegley Brewworks. It's a Belgian ale. They call it a dark strong ale in the Untapped app. It's from Allentown, PA. It's golden brown, and it's 10.5% alcohol. Another holiday special.
Ooh.
I will let you know which one I like better when I get done. When we get done with the segment.
Kelk, what level nipple do you have on that beer?
Yeah, what size? What caliber?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the classification of nipples.
1, 2, or 3?
I think the one is a tiny hole, right?
That's what she said. Oh. And the second one's even tinier.
He's got that good Grinch laugh going.
I was rubbing my hands together too.
Calc, sorry. What games did you play this past week?
All right. Played Titanfall 2 single player and beat it all the way
is
through.
that the first campaign you beat since Xbox Live?
I'm trying to remember what I've beaten in the past.
Your meat.
No, he beats other dudes. Remember, all the manhood out of his mouth.
All the manhood.
Had to bring it back.
Titanfall 2 single player campaign and Battlefield 1 multiplayer. And I actually just got I looked at a tweet here. Titanfall 2 most popular mode, because we haven't done multiplayer yet
At all.
Attrition and amped hardpoint and bounty hunt.
We played attrition last time on a TF1, and we played
hardpoint, but not the amped hardpoint.
That's just like a hardcore, I'm going to assume.
I think it's like a hardcore.
Okay.
I think amped is when I think your weapons do more damage. So it's not
be like hardcore then, right?
But it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Attrition mode, 304 million kills so far. And more than 114 million Titans dropped. In Titanfall 2
dropped from like the sky, not actually dropped as in like destroyed. Okay.
Yeah, called in Titan drops.
Gotcha. Okay. Pidge, what'd you play? Or what have you been playing on your PS4?
I've been playing The Witcher 3 since I junk purchased that and the Firewatch.
Nice. Oh, you did. How do you like Firewatch? Oh, you didn't play. I
haven't played it yet. I've been in The Witcher 3.
Okay.
I got a couple gripes with Witcher 3. Overall, it's a great game.
We'll wait on that. Okay. Keep telling us what you played, and then when I talk about, because I played Witcher 3 too. So
I also played some Race the Sun. It's that free PS Plus game.
How are you doing that?
I get to like the 3rd or 4th level, then I just die.
You get super frustrated?
Yeah, because I just don't know really what to do.
I know.
You just go, right?
Yeah. It goes without.
Get the yellow. You have to get the yellow power-ups to make the sun go back up.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I also played some Peggle too. It keeps my newborn daughter, occupied for a little bit.
The colors have got to be great.
And the noise and stuff. Yeah. It gives me like an extra 10 minutes if she starts fussing.
Okay. You sit her on the subwoofer or what?
No.
That's Sarah.
I lay her on the... Yeah, I know. That's me. What are you talking about? I lay her on the floor and she just watches it, and then she'll get bored, and then my dog will come and sit next to her, and she'll stare at my dog for like 35 minutes.
Oh, nice. Now, Peggle, you're playing on the Xbox. Witcher 3, you're playing on the PS, and Race of the Sun, you're playing on the PS.
Yes, and I also played Pump BMX Plus.
Which
I was watching
on the
PS4.
Okay.
Which is one of the free games that we downloaded last month, I think.
I don't think I got that one.
my daughter's been playing it. She likes it, but there's a part where it's like you got to get momentum on some of the ramps in order to get to the higher ramp.
Sure, yeah.
So she's getting frustrated, but it's pretty fun.
It's called
It's
pumping.
essentially pump
Like
BMX Plus.
No, I'm saying like on skateboards, like when you're on a half pipe or something, you have to pump to get more,
Yes.
momentum on those things. That's okay.
Yeah. Essentially, it's like a side-scrolling Tony Hawk
Huh,
or like a Trials or something.
I was gonna say, it sounds a lot like Trials.
Yeah.
but it's
So it's kind of like that.
okay. All right, cool. I'm assuming there's like tricks and everything involved, or is it just kind of
Yes.
platformer kind of
Yeah. No,
pump to
there
get
is
to the next-
tricks, but it's with the thumbstick, which I don't like.
But
I like
it's
the
not
button.
so much score based. It's kind of progression based.
There's like objectives you got to do. One is complete the level. Two is get 10,000 points. Three is get 5,000 points in one trick.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
But it's not progression. It's progression based. It's not score based.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't think it's. You unlock like helmets and clothes and stuff, and that's about it.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
it's a simple like free game, but it's a free game that's fun.
Yeah, speaking of simple free games, Let Them Die. I've been playing that on
tell
PS4.
me about that.
It's interesting. It's
It's like a roguelike, right? Like changes every time.
it's interesting that when you pick your character, you make it through like you're a fighter. You kind of go through. It's built on the why can't I think of what the hell engine? The Unreal Engine. It's kind of like a castle. You go through and you have to go level to level, and as you go, the characters or the NPC gets harder to play, and you start off with just like your fists. Some of the characters that you have to fight against will drop some type of tool that you can use. That tool can then end up breaking, and then you have to pick up another one, or again you just go back to using your fists again, trying to beat people up. Their levels are typically higher than what you are level wise, so it's always more of a challenge the further you go. If your character dies when you go back, because you have to start at the beginning again. When you get back to that point, you're there free. Your old dead character's there free roaming around the board, and you have to fight yourself.
That's cool.
And
That sounds
whatever
really cool.
progression that you've gotten to at that point,
Oh wow.
it's interesting.
So the further along you get, you're actually going to be more difficult when you face yourself again.
Right. Yeah. It was frustrating. I'd almost say like Volgar the Viking frustrating.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna. I think
You just killed the review right there.
You just
I
killed
know.
my buzz right now.
I mean,
You said the secret word vulgar. And I just
the
fucking
nice
got
thing is
mad.
that you can save some things. There is like a main room where you can go to and kind of do some upgrades and put some of your old equipment back and like in there. That way, if you need it later on or you want to keep it, there is like some things to help you out with progressing faster as you go back through. But it is a little frustrating.
What else you play?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
hang on.
going to try that because it's essentially it was a free game.
Yeah, it was one of the freebies for PS Plus.
It wasn't a PS Plus freebie. It was the PSX when they announced it. They said it's a free game. Here you go.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's like a timed free game or what, but it was a
yeah,
free
grab
game
it if you get a chance. Did you
PSX.
grab it already?
Yeah, I download anything.
Okay,
If it's
okay.
free, it's for me.
Yeah. I also played Titanfall 2, which I beat the campaign. I played some Battlefield with the Flans Bros, multiplayer, and Witcher 3. And let's get to your gripes of the Witcher 3, because I have some too.
My gripe is the voice acting of Geralt.
Okay.
It is the plainest, dullest voice acting. Like
They're like,
when he
let's
goes
find
and
somebody gruff and kind of,
That's
just throw them in there.
Yeah, but
Doesn't have a lot of range.
Is it just that you don't like that persona of
I'm a
his
witcher.
character? Like, I
no,
mean,
but it's
I'm
like
angry.
you meet the guy
I need
who needed
this.
help. Like in the very beginning, he needed help on his horse was getting beat, like taken by the griffin.
You're going to owe me
So-
if I do this for you.
Yeah. Then he's like, even the voice actor of the guy who lost his horse and got attacked by the griffin was like, "Oh, thank you." Like it was, it felt real.
Had some range
And then,
to it, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you get to the Geralt, he's like, "That was nothing."
You're welcome.
Do you want?
yeah, but I mean, I just
Yeah.
think that they're trying to convey him that way. That he's just like
Okay,
stone
then I'm
cold.
gonna be Geralt this whole episode.
No, don't be him.
Hey, Celtic.
My gripe is
How was Titanfall 2?
the-
Good.
the delays between some scenes.
I didn't
There's some
notice
breaks
that.
and stuff, and I don't know if it's because I have it saved on a external hard drive and there's just some delay between the download to the Xbox or not. But
Wouldn't it be faster on the external though?
It's supposed to be faster, so it
I don't
wouldn't be
know. It
that.
seems like there's some delays and stuff whenever it goes to like a loading screen when I'm talking to somebody and I want to go back into the game again. Like I get out of a conversation and then back into the regular gameplay. It seems like there's some slowness and it gets a little frustrating. I know it's a first world problem, but it's an issue.
Geez.
So far playing.
How's your
both of you-
penthouse in Manhattan?
So far playing both of you, what is the thing you like the most of it and the thing that you dislike the most? Which I know Pigeon said Geralt's voice, so.
Well, that's not the most annoying thing. First of all, the text is mega tiny. And you said they patched it already to make it bigger. It is so small.
Oh yeah, I don't even pay attention. I try to listen as best as I can, just using my ears. I don't even try to read that shit. It's so small.
No,
on the
but like
screen.
I like reading like the stuff that you find, like some of the consumables.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. I thought you meant the conversation text at the bottom of the screen.
No, I'm going to turn that off, but I'm glad I didn't because one of those like dark night people
Right.
had like that weird like deep echoey voice, and I'm like, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah.
Did you guys do
Gotta read
the
subtitles.
did you do the side mission yet with the ghosts in the graveyard?
Yes. How confusing was that?
Oh yeah.
That was a cool mission. I like that.
That also bothered me because I had a glitch. Because when you went there at a certain time, the ghost was roaming the grounds.
Mhm.
Well, it wasn't doing that for me, and I'm like, what do I have to do? Okay, I'll search this, do this, go down the well, look up, see that, come out, find the arm, come back, do that. She didn't appear at all. So I'm like, oh fuck! So I had to go back to a previous save and then start it all over again, and then it finally worked.
Well, yeah, but there was a thing like when you talked about it that it was supposed to come at like dusk. I thought that the witch not the witch, the
at
ghost
noon.
usually okay when the ghost usually
that's
appeared.
what I did. I made sure, like, first I did it, and then I was like, oh, maybe I did it wrong. So then I redid the save again, and I did it at noon. And then it was like,
How you guys liking the combat system?
I'm not done.
This guy's an asshole.
Hey, no, the combat systems. But anyway, it was a glitch, and I finally figured it out. But
Right.
that mission was pretty cool.
Combat, I don't mind the combat.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a little confusing with the selecting your sword. Like
Yeah,
right on the
what is
D-pad is your silver sword, and left on the D-pad's your.
I didn't know that. I
steel
thought it
sword?
automatically does it.
No, because you need to use a silver sword for the certain creatures. So.
Right. And the other thing is it doesn't show. It says sheathe your weapon, but it doesn't tell you how to sheathe your weapon. I had to figure out that you had to hit on the D-pad to sheathe it. So I'm like standing there in town, and the dude's yelling at me, "Put the sword away, dude!" I'm like, "How?" So I'm just like swinging it, some random shit.
Have you kind of mastered like I think you have to do like a bumper in the wheel, right, to select the different types of magic or something?
Yeah, but I don't even know what there's symbols and words I don't understand.
Igni.
You got to go into the book.
Go into the books is what? Ignite?
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that one, but like, what does it like? Go put it back into plain English?
No.
No, but
Okay,
it
so
just
why
kind of
read it?
tells you. It just kind of tells you what they do, and then
Yeah, the
when
one
you
all the
did-
way to the right, I think, is a force push. It's kind of like it just pushes them away. The one
I thought it was the
all the
one
way
with
to
the
the
purple
left
thing.
it's like a yellow one where it puts a shield around you. That way, if you get hit, it hits them back, the first one, and then it has like a timed thing.
Maybe once I get further, then I'll start understanding.
Purple one,
more,
I
but-
think, is the one that confuses them, and I think that's the second one up from the right. The
Yeah,
one
and
at the
then as you
top's the
start-
fire.
as you start putting points into the skill trees, you can you'll get a little bit better
There's
understanding. of
points
it.
and skill trees.
Yeah, you can put
Yeah.
more. Yeah, that was the thing. I got like 2 points, and I started putting it into the stuff. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I want to do here.
Yeah. It's,
Maybe I had to get further. Like I said, I was telling Celk, I'm stuck in the town doing side missions. That's
Calc,
it.
I'll bet you right now he has like 18 points sitting in his skill tree that he hasn't spent because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
And I don't even sheathe my silver sword. I just smash the square button, and that's it.
Have you gone up to any grinding wheels yet and improved your your weapons or your armor?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably sitting on so much stuff to turn his guy into a tank.
He's still just a pussy
Just
running
be
around
like,
on leather.
This game is fucking great
You know
now.
what's great? I also did you do the one where the one with the well with the ghost in the well?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you barter with him?
No.
No, I don't think I
I'm
did.
like up your ante, buddy. 20 points is not enough. 25, and he's like, all right, that'll do.
You're fine.
I'm like, sweet.
All right. In gaming news, let's start off with Sony.
The game is good. I'm glad I bought
it. It is good. Yeah, no, right? And
Yeah,
dude, there's a lot of
everything
time
for
you can
$30.
bend into it. Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of time you can spend on that, even going back to it and stuff. All right, in Sony news, Uncharted 4 gets new co-op mode. Can you say horde mode?
Ooh. Horde mode.
Nice. Pigeon can. Celk. Okay. Naughty Dog is rolling out a free new co-op mode for everyone. Features 50 waves, and you can play solo or online with up to 2 other people.
That's nice. Free. It's for me.
That's surprising, yeah. All right, on top of that, they've added 2 more free multiplayer maps, new weapons, more cosmetic stuff, and are committed to putting out more content still. I'm just wondering if that content's going to be free or not.
I would think it is. I mean,
I think so.
Having released this stuff for, free.
And again, this is the end of the story, right?
No, they have the DLC coming out with the 2 girls, right?
But I'm saying this is the last line of the story.
Yeah, I think they're going to do a spin-off. I think that's what this DLC is for, to see how it's received.
But I'm wondering, with this being the end of the story, if this is kind of like, we're just giving it to you for free because we appreciate all of your stuff, or if it's just kind of a incentive to get more people playing, so that way if they do a spin-off, it's...
I really want to play these games, too, these Uncharted.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm actually going to wait for the whole thing, like the Master Chief Collection. I think they're going to come out with something.
Do an anthology?
Interesting.
Yeah, well, they did a trilogy. They did a trilogy remaster. Yeah, and then the 4th one was separate. So I'm thinking maybe I just wait.
Get the box set.
Yeah, with the steel book.
That's yeah. Maybe you can even get a scroll or a compass with it. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced that the PlayStation 4 has now surpassed 50 million units sold as of December 6th. And as of December 4th, 369 million games sold.
Celk.
Okay, who cares?
What is that? That's 7 games per console, right? 7 adoption rate.
I can't do that. That's fuzzy math there, Celk.
Yeah, it's 7.
I think
Sounds like a magic number for you.
About 7 games for the for each console sold.
Which makes sense.
So
Not
Celk's
first party though.
It's only 7, so who cares?
Not first party games.
But still, 50 million. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's a big number.
3 years.
Yeah. All right,
What's
Microsoft
that,
news.
like 15 million a
You
year.
shut your mouth. All right, Forza 3. Forza Horizons 3, I should say. Sorry, Blizzard Mountain DLC arrives. Celk, you excited?
I'm very excited. The trailer looks amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait because we don't have the game.
Are we getting the game after the new year or after Christmas?
Yes, I'm picking it up.
Pidge.
Having seen Blizzard Mountain, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Let's see. I got Titanfall. I haven't touched.
Pidge.
Battlefield. I barely touched.
Pidge, you
Gears of
played
War
the
4, I
beta.
barely
You said you were getting it when you played the beta. You haven't played a driving game in how long?
I'll get it, but I'll probably buy it and then play it in June.
And you can drive anywhere through anything, so it's right up.
Yeah, but
your
we're not going to get. Really, we should wait until we can get all the DLC for like a low price.
Are you saying to get like a game? Wait for this for Games for Gold?
No, not for Games for
Forza
Gold.
5 out by that point.
But usually, don't they? Because they had the Forza Horizon 2 or Forza 6, and they had all the car packs for like $30. So what if we wait for this?
Well, here's my fear. If we continue to wait for this,
Xbox is going to get sold to Sony.
if we continue to wait for this beyond February or March, we're going to already be thinking about Forza 7 come. Well, at least Scotty
I'm not
and
getting
I
Forza
will.
7. Yeah.
And I'm afraid Sea of Thieves will be out by then.
Yeah,
Then when
but
Sea of Thieves comes out,
It's not coming out until Scorpio's released.
The Pidge, or not Pidge, Celk, with all the things that we have to play yet. I mean, once we have so much shit in the backlog to play already.
Yeah, I know. But it looks so good. Rally mode.
That's the thing. I do want a really good rally.
I already bought it.
What? Forza Horizon 3? You liar.
Yeah, I already bought it.
All right,
I bought it for the loaded couch.
50% of Xbox One users utilize the backwards compatible feature.
Nice.
Question. With you two. Favorite backwards compatible game in your library that you actually play?
I played Peggle 1. And I played Red Dead Redemption. I started it from the beginning, and like you said, it's exactly like Westworld. When you meet that first lady, that's Dolores, and you're the and you're the guy who's like on a reckoning or whatever.
Do
it's called.
you feel bad killing the hosts now?
I wish I could.
Yeah,
I would say Red Dead is probably my favorite so far.
Okay.
I got to see what I have. I forget.
we play Zuma, and we play NBA Jam.
He's on fire.
And there's a driving game that you drive around with your little avatar. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but my son loves playing it, and I've played it.
Joyride?
Joyride. Yes.
Okay.
It's like
that? I don't know.
It's like a little Mario Kart type of game with your avatars. But yeah, favorite one. I mean, we still like going back to Zuma. Zuma's a lot of fun.
Okay. Myself, I'm gonna have to say the one that I've been playing the most of lately with backwards compat is probably Mirror's Edge.
Minecraft?
No, that's not backwards compat. Actually, I haven't been playing Minecraft at all lately.
You're on the 360. Oh, you haven't?
No, I have to.
Oh boy,
it's been like 2 weeks.
You got it. You put the taste in his mouth again. Way to go.
Yeah, no, it's good. All right,
Scott. Speaking of which, you said you wanted to get a game on your PC. Let me know, and I'll give you the code for Quantum Break if you want.
All right, yeah, none of our listeners wanted it, so
yeah.
All you got to do if you want Quantum Break on your PC is send us an email at theloadedcouch@gmail.com. All right, powerful Dolby Atmos sound coming to Xbox One and Windows 10.
Yeah, I think there was like a...
Cal, give us an idea of what this Atmos sound is.
Well, Atmos is just Dolby's newest surround format. So you have like...
Better than like 5.1 and 7.1?
Yeah, remember back in the day we had like the Dolby Pro Logic, and then it went to like Dolby Digital.
Yeah.
And then there was 5.1 and 7.1,
Yep.
7.2. Well, I guess Atmos is like their newest like three-dimensional soundstage that it's supposed to be like super accurate compared to Dolby Digital, where you can literally pinpoint the footsteps and everything in the room with you compared to digital. I mean,
so what you're saying is the headset that my wife just got me for Christmas is already outdated.
No, because I think a lot of the things they're saying is everything is updatable via patches, because this Atmos patch was a behind the scenes one, and I guess they just unlocked it this week. So there's like something to do with big home theater. Are excited about it. I don't know all the details, but I guess Xbox One is going to be the first console to support Dolby Atmos, which is a big thing for the whole 4K Blu-ray player. The audio, all that stuff is like the next gen. And they're saying that the game developers now will be able to start coding the soundtracks in Dolby Atmos also.
What's the other one? It's not Dolby Atmos. It's what, HDR10? No,
that's the visual.
That's the visual. What's the other Dolby? It's not Dolby Atmos.
Well, there's Dolby Digital and DTS are the two that everybody's familiar with, but now Dolby Atmos. And I guess supposedly one of the first games that already has Dolby Atmos, but on the PC only, is Overwatch.
Okay.
So, yeah, very...
What about THX?
But no, Scott Chief, like you were saying with your new Turtle Beach 800Xs or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, they look nice.
Those do Dolby Digital 7.1, I think. There was something in the chats on Reddit. I was a little confused, but something about they might be able to like push that via like a software update to where if your headset did Dolby Digital, it could also play the Atmos in the headset.
Update it and it'll break your mic.
Yeah, fuck that. Very ridiculous. All right, Nintendo news. The new Nintendo Switch details are coming. New Nintendo Switch details are coming January 12th, 2017, 11 p.m. Eastern. Such a stupid time.
Damn.
What could they be?
Well,
Nintendo's Switch 2017 presentation coming January at 11 will include launch date, pricing, and details regarding the lineup of games currently in development.
Now, this is your your guys' thing, this Nintendo news is that like a guaranteed thing that's what it's going to be, or?
Yeah. They have to because it's coming out 2 months.
Yeah, I was going to say it being released exactly in the spring. They have to start releasing something price wise, games wise, and yeah.
Now, do you think they talk third party, or you think they just do first party?
No.
This is what we're having.
They're definitely going to mention first party, but I think they have to. I think they have to really start pushing third party now that they came out with the chip that's going to be in the system from NVIDIA. That's going to help them bridge that gap. I think they really, really, really have to push their third party games.
That's why they fell behind last time.
Here's our third party games: Titanfall 2.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Battlefield 1.
Everybody just bought those for the Christmas holiday, but now we have them on Switch.
Yeah, but you can play them on the go, so it's more intriguing.
Yeah, but if you just bought them for one of your other consoles, well, then again, if you're just buying the Switch.
Whoa, EA Access coming to Nintendo Switch. Ooh,
that would be interesting. Now, do you think they will mention anything about the backwards compat at this release, Pidge?
Yeah, because there's already rumors about GameCube Virtual Console.
Right.
There's supposed to be a huge variety of virtual consoles, just like what was on the Wii U and the Wii already from the get-go.
Now,
Not
are they
just
going to
piecemealed it in?
Are they going to give us any?
I was going to just say, what if they unveil all that with Nintendo's own type of EA access?
That is gangbusters, and I'm going out that night, midnight, and pre-order.
So if you had to pay like, $39.99 a year to have a back catalog, like a vault of Nintendo's
of every virtual console game that they had, like TurboGrafx 16.
Well, I don't know about every, but just say it was like a really sweet, like 2 or 3 dozen games. Like you
Does
get
that
with
include like the online infrastructure and stuff, or is that separate?
Be separate. I mean, I think it'd be separate, kind of how Xbox Live's separate than EA. Like you wouldn't pay $30 to $40 a year for a really killer vault lineup of Nintendo games.
I probably play about 3% of them as games, though.
Just to be in on this, with EA Access, you're getting year-old, almost 2-year-old games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to do that with a vault. Are you going to get like a 1980s Super Mario Bros? They're not going to give you that for free.
Well, yeah, but I mean, some people really like those old retro games.
Dude, I'm telling you, but again, they're charging you for that still.
You're not getting those games on EA Access a year old.
Hell no.
Mirrors as Catalyst came out, February, March?
No, yeah, but again, that's third party. I'm saying first party game, Nintendo. Are you getting? You're not getting old games because they're still making you pay for original Super Mario in the freaking store on the online store.
And we buy it 6 times
for $5. I know each time, but I'm saying they're not going to give it to you for free by paying this.
I don't know. I think it'd be a good move. I mean, imagine something like Yoshi's Woolly World or something.
Dude, there's nothing they have to do.
Yeah,
it's already there. It's already emulated. It's already. Just the infrastructure is there.
But are they going to be like, okay, yeah, you join the service, we're going to give it to you for free? How do they make the break where they stop? I don't know.
No, you're guaranteed the $40 for the year, where someone could just buy 1 or 2 games.
Sure,
for
but where's the breaking point? Like with EA Access, you know that the breaking point's like we're getting 2015 stuff now. They already gave us 2014 stuff. Where is that break point of how popular a game is and where they're going to actually be like, okay, we can't give you that one for free.
Dude, I'm okay if they just do a $40 virtual console. And it has the TurboGrafx, the N64,
the non-popular shit like the black and white Kirby on the on the original DS.
No, but like Super Mario 1, what's on the
Dig Dug,
or not GameCube, Game Boy black and white games on an emulator.
Right. Yeah, it's like, okay, for $40.
No, but I'm saying, look what was on the Wii. Look what was on the Wii and the Wii U. All those virtual console games that come with a $40 price tag on the Switch. And you can play them on the go. You know, that's not amazing?
I would be on something. We called Switch day one. I mean, we knew it was going to be a mega handheld portable.
No, not we. You did. You pompous asshole.
All right, speaking of Switch, Switch is the most Googled console of 2016. CNET's #1 spot for most anticipated tech of 2017 is the Switch.
Then PSVR, Scorpio.
Yeah, Calc, you mad it's not Scorpio?
I'm furious.
He
Now,
is.
are you guys? I mean, are you guys excited? Does this like kind of show a little light at the end of the tunnel for Nintendo?
Dude,
You know,
aren't they always
because I
hyped
didn't-
as shit right before they release?
Yeah, every Nintendo product is always hyped because there's always something that they throw a curveball at, and this is a curveball because no one else is doing it.
Is it the curveball that they're not releasing any freaking information about it until the last minute just to get you fucking hyped as shit, and then they kind of poop on you?
Probably no, they're not going to. Well, Scotty, come on. We're gonna
Everything's
buy
great
it.
that they release. I know, yeah, of course we're gonna buy it, but it's just like with the Wii U,
Just
they're
even if we
shitting
just
on
buy it-
they're shitting on me by giving me the Switch now, and none of the things that I bought for the Wii U are going to be compatible with it.
Well, do you know that for
that's
sure?
what I mean. They
Wait till the
sell-
presentation.
They sell a great product, but are they going to be able to support it long term?
Oh yeah, they'll support it long
I
term.
don't care. Even getting it for just the first party titles is worth it.
But again, I wish I could play my fucking first party titles that I just bought for my Wii U when I'm getting a Switch
You
in
might,
like 4 months.
you might be able to. You
They
don't
better
know.
release that shit. I'm gonna be pissed if they don't. I mean, granted, the
Well,
Wii
I
U
I
still
say,
works
are you
great.
going to invest $500 total to play the new Zelda? That's really
To
Yes.
be honest with you, yes, I'm getting it. So yeah.
I'm telling you, what if they have like a collector's edition? I don't think has Nintendo ever done a collector's edition of a game?
well, no. Collector's edition of the Switch would be tight because they do the collector edition 3DS.
Now their collector edition, is it just gonna have a stupid printed on fucking thing on the controller that says first edition?
Day one.
Yeah, day one.
2013.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid Xbox. I'm
And
such
then
an
an
asshole with
achievement that's
that.
worth 0.
That would be pretty badass to have like a Switch with like laser etched stuff from like Zelda, like
Day one.
the symbols and Majora's Mask or something like that.
Shut your whore mouth. I'm getting a boner.
All right, multi-platform news. Vroom vroom. Porsche and EA
That
exclusive.
didn't sound like a Porsche to me.
I can't do that. No, I got a question for you on this vroom vroom.
I was actually trying to make him do the Porsche sound.
Because Porsche is, even with their what's their supercar called? Calc. It's the
The 918
980
Spider.
Yeah, that's half
That's their
electric.
supercar?
Yeah,
That's
it's
their
it's half
hypercar.
electric, half motor.
918 Spider?
Now,
Yep.
yeah, that thing's pretty freaking sweet too. If you check it out, like they even had a drive on it on the Grand Tour. You have to check it out. Anyway, as we're moving closer and closer into this electric
Looks
car
stupid.
thing, when you get into like a racing match, say you pull up next to your Porsche, Carrera, or what's the smaller Boxster, but not a
Boxster?
Boxster. Yeah, but not that one. What's the other one?
911?
No, Calc.
Just smaller than there's the Boxster, the Cayman.
Cayman, yes.
Yeah.
You
The
pull up next
super
to a
long, like,
Cayman in
limo
your Tesla. What do you do to that guy to show him that you want to race? You can't rev your electric engine.
Yeah, you can.
Do you
Put it in park.
What does your electric engine sound like when you're revving it?
It doesn't make a
It
sound.
sounds like this.
Exactly. Do you have to beep at the guy and try to, like, you're sitting over there waving your hands like crazy, trying to get his attention, like, I'm gonna drag race you, you son of a bitch.
Give him the bird, I guess. Huh?
You make the roar now like.
You roll down your window and you're screaming like an asshole. I gotcha. All right, so Porsche and EA exclusivity deal is coming to an end this year.
Thank God.
Did it matter at all?
I think it did. I mean, I'm the schmuck that paid $14.99 for the Porsche pack for Forza.
How'd that work out?
It's awesome. I got the 918 Spider, which
When was the last time you played Forza?
A while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I bought it for Forza 6.
And you got it for
And-
Horizon 3 free?
It works in Horizons too. I can drive the 918 Spider.
Okay.
How did that work? If EA has exclusivity, how did?
I think they worked out some expensive ass deal to get the Porsche
Okay.
into the Forza.
You know what's funny about that pitch? They had a deal with, or I guess they had rough vehicles on there previously,
Yeah, they had to call them RUF. They couldn't use the Porsche name.
which is
What was the rough for? Was that like the?
It was like a 911 rough, which is it's like the Shelby
It's like
version of a.
Yeah, it's like Shelby, Saline.
Mustang.
Okay,
Hennis.
yeah. Okay.
So you still got yourself a 911. It was just called a rough instead of a 911.
Rough.
Yeah. All right, Call of Duty physical sales down 50% compared to last year. Ooh, is BF and TF2 cutting in?
Thank God.
Has Call of Duty's franchise run its course? Or is this a sign that digital games are becoming the future?
I think it's digital games. I think there's a lot of digital sales.
This is just the physical sales being down is just the future of digital coming in.
Yeah, the physical sales are down, but I think the digital sales will be up.
So
I hope
it's not actually the fact that BF1 and Titanfall are cutting into their.
It may like overall have been down,
right?
But I think the poor showing of physical copies means that digital sales have gone up.
Okay.
I hope that's the answer. I mean, I hope they are looking at the digital sales, seeing that it leveled out in comparison, because if your physical sales are down 50% and your digital didn't make up that difference, they really have to start reevaluating this whole Call of Duty each year and maybe take a year off.
Do every other year?
Yeah, they'll take a year off like Assassin's Creed did and make a movie. Like they're supposed to.
They'll call it Dunkirk. Did you guys see the trailer for that?
You know what? No. I did, and I was super excited for it until they had like that stupid stuff on the boat, and he's like, "I don't want to go back to Dunkirk. I don't want to go back."
Yeah, it got me super hyped in the beginning, but then the trailer got slow.
Yeah, like show me the gritty like kamikaze planes and the bombings and like the Saving Private Ryan stuff. But
show you a BF1 trailer.
For real, show me the vignettes.
Seriously.
I'm gonna fight them all.
All right, Pidge, beer review.
Beer games. It's a nay for me, although I do like it.
What's the matter with it? Chardonnay's getting to you?
No, it's not the Chardonnay. I think it's the ale itself. It's like there's some kind of weird taste to it. Mm-hmm. I know there's a Chardonnay taste on the back end, but that initial taste is like tangy, which is probably from the spring ale-ish, if you want to call it. I don't even know what the spring ale is, but that's what it is. Like that initial taste is kind of like, and then the Chardonnay taste is like, oh, that's not bad. But I would say nay. I wouldn't go.
Chardonnay. Okay. Celk.
Hashtag.
It's still yay. It's actually pretty decent stuff.
Okay. Still the smoked ribs.
Yes, of course.
All right. And this Rudolph Reserve is a yay. It's actually, to be honest, it's a little more tasty than the Troegs.
You shut your whore mouth.
It is. And it's
than the Mad Elf?
Yeah, I like the Mad Elf. I really did. And it had more of that lighter, smoother flavor. I think the honey and the cherries definitely help with that.
Even though it's higher alcohol.
Yeah, 0.5% alcohol. Okay.
Oh,
more.
wait.
This is 10.5.
Is 10.5?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it because your wife was saying it was 9% last episode. Okay.
Did she? No. It's 10.5. It has I want to say like a nutmeggy type of. It has more of that. Not the smooth
Christmassy taste. Yeah,
it does. And I mean, for being that elfy push of the holiday kind of beer and stuff, it kind of has a little bit more of that Christmas season type of holiday season. Sorry for those that don't celebrate Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Type of beer. And it's just, I'd say it's, if I had to give a rating on the Mad Elf, I'd say like a 4, on the Untapped, and this would be like a 4.25. So it's just a little bit better, but I still like both of them. They're really both good, and I'd say try both of them. But
we can't be friends anymore.
That's all. All right, yeah, I'm only halfway through this thing, and it's kicking my ass. I'm about to start slurring on the Brown Breeze, but yes, let's get another beer, and we'll be back with the Brown Breeze. Whew.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Hey, if you like me, follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Pigeon Peggle. Yeah! What's going on, guys? This is Cataclysmic Doom. Make sure to check me out on Twitch and Twitter at Cataclysmic Doom.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound.
All right, and we're back with the diarrhea of the mouth section of the show.
Yes.
Pigeon. Why don't you lead us off with your beer?
My bar, I'm drinking the. It's a double bottle, so I'm drinking the same beer from last segment. The Biere de Mars, Uinta Brewing, French style spring out, aged in Chardonnay barrels. Yeah.
Okay, myself, I'm still with the Rudolph, Fegley Brewworks, Belgian Ale, Allen IPA, Golden Brown, 10.5% alcohol. Celk, what did you go and get?
I got a Saranac cold brew. It's from Matt Brewing Company. It's their coffee lager.
Ugh,
They're out of Utica, New York, and 5.2. It's really, really good.
What
This is the one you had a while ago, right?
While ago, and I liked it then, and now I really, really like it after chasing the Kentucky bourbon barrel down.
What color is that? Coffee lager.
It's just a normal lager.
I know it's in
color.
the can. I heard you open that, but is it really?
Yeah, I'm looking here on the rim. It's
Definitely not brown.
It's not a dark brown. It's like a gold, more like a golden, like a lighter color.
So it's like a
Like
light
tree
brew then,
bark?
too. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, usually the cold brew is supposed to be a little bit more alcohol, I thought, than maybe
Yeah,
not.
it's just like a Yingling lager color.
Okay.
We have got to get Celk drunk on one episode.
I know.
We had to do a Friday night episode.
All right, in the diarrhea of the mouth section, in Mexico's drug war, townsfolk have kidnapped the mother of an alleged drug gang boss. Yeah, that's smart, idiots.
Hey, idiot!
Yeah, the town
How
of
do you say- how do you say idiot in Spanish? Let's see.
the town of Totolapan has been essentially controlled for years by a drug gang boss known as El Tocolero.
Hey,
Tocolero?
idiota.
Hey, idiota.
Kind of like tequila.
Yeah,
Quiero.
Tequiero.
Tequila.
Yeah.
El Tequiero. Okay. The gang member known as, oh my God, you gotta make me say it again. Tequieros kidnapped about a dozen Totolapan inhabitants who they apparently suspect of supporting rivals. A group
What's
of
their rival's name? What do you think?
yeah, don't even
Something
start.
crazy like
Rivalaries.
like
Jackasses.
Jexotopia.
All right, a group of armed townspeople on Monday
Wait,
posted
did you
a
say
video.
Rivalaries?
Yes.
El Rivalary.
All right, the armed townspeople on Monday posted a video saying they had his mother and would exchange her for their loved ones.
Wait a minute.
Wow, that's
Do you
messed
think
up.
That's like the whole your mama, argument
Oof.
going to a whole new level.
you know what I learned though with the your mama argument
What's that?
is never do it to a foreigner because they get really pissed off. I almost got in a fight with a French guy. He was like, "What are you trying to do?" I'm like, "I'm doing your mama." He's like, "Don't ever fucking say my mama."
Why would,
Don't ever. I'm
why
like,
would you be doing that with a foreigner?
Well, I mean, I knew him for a while.
I got a good joke. I'm going to come at you with some of your mama jokes.
Yeah, but he's like, "Don't ever do." I'm like, "Dude, it's just a joke. That's what we do here. It's just like kind of like you're an idiot." He's like, "Oh, okay, but I didn't know that. I love my mom." I'm like, "Okay, I know. I love my mom too, but it's just a joke."
Yeah.
So don't say that to your mama.
So
But anyway,
so kidnapping the drug lord's mother is probably up there with one of the dumbest things you could do.
Yeah.
no way.
El
Do you think?
Tequiero.
Do you think Sean Penn's gonna go down there?
He might intervene on this one.
Hey, El Toquiero,
He might
I'm here
get
to interview you.
he might get El Tequiero ready to pay for some wall to be constructed.
The Trump's going down,
Yeah.
waving his
He's the
fingers back and
prelim.
forth with his asshole mouth.
He'll swoop in with the Trump chopper,
So true.
scoop up the mama.
Oh shit! All right,
my
two
God.
Calgary Zoo employees have been disciplined for giving an otter a pair of pants,
Why the?
which then led to its death.
Why would
And
you
I
do
think
that?
what they meant by disciplined was I read they got fired.
Okay, you killed an otter, you're fired.
they've been put on administrative leave with pay.
Yeah. All right, the otter became tangled in the clothing and then drowned, according to the necropsy. Really?
What's that, like a animal autopsy?
That's
I
what
guess
I'm
that's like
thinking, so.
autopsy or the death
Yeah.
the death report.
Yeah. All right, the pants were given to the animal as an unauthorized enrichment item. Okay, according to the zoo officials, the male river otter named Logan was seen struggling in the pool last week. A zookeeper jumped into the pool to its aid, but the 12-year-old animal did not survive.
It's another term for autopsy.
Okay.
Okay, one of the most high-profile mishaps at the Calgary Zoo, however, was a non-fatal one. In 2009, a gorilla keeper inadvertently left a knife in the animal's enclosure, which one of the gorillas picked up and played with, appearing at times to brandish the weapon menacingly.
His name, he was related to Horombre or whatever his name was.
Oh, you're terrible.
El Taquiero? I
No,
will
the guy,
shank
the
you, you son of a
Cincinnati
bitch.
Zoo gorilla.
You jackass.
No, all I
will
can see,
shank
there's
you.
two things. I can see the gorilla like passing it back and forth between his hands, like he's some kind of badass with a knife,
Yeah, tossing it.
or he like flings it out, like how like the ninjas do with their knife, their pocket knives, and like the Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Now,
If you,
they didn't
if you
say
search it, there's actual pictures of him holding it, like he's gonna stab the other gorilla.
what they didn't
No.
say was a butterfly knife. So he was actually going through the whole maneuver to get it opened. He was showing the
Yeah,
wrist
but-
action and everything.
All right, well, back to the otter. Was the otter like actually wearing pants, or were they like human pants that he was like playing with?
Honey.
I am. Where am I?
Nice. Nice. I would assume they were a gift because he got entangled in them, but
I had no idea. Maybe it was just. You think they were like forcing him to put it on?
Well,
trying to humanize him.
Yeah.
Here, put these
What
pants
were you
on, and then
thinking?
try going swimming.
But exactly, like who gives an otter pants?
You would think that they'd be like, "Oh yeah, shit! I don't even swim in pants when I go to the beach." Let me try and see if this otter can swim in pants. I don't swim in pants, but maybe he can.
Do you think they were like khakis, or do you think they were like denim?
Yeah, they were in Canada, so it was definitely denim.
Why not give him jorts?
I don't know. Maybe it was wintertime or fall when they gave it to him.
Poor Logan the otter.
All right.
Poor in the otter.
The names of two suspects were far from usual when police arrested 3 Albuquerque, New Mexico men and confiscated thousands of dollars worth of marijuana. State troopers pulled over Robin Williams, 21, Tupac Crum, 19, and
Last name's awesome.
Eric Harris Jr., 22. As they were heading,
Pigeon says his last name, like the Tupac part wasn't exciting.
No.
Okay, these guys, I guess, were heading north on State Route 87 near Payson, Arizona. So Tupac, Robin Williams, and Eric Harris. That's Erick Harris.
Too bad his name wasn't Ed Harris.
Wait, Eric Harris Jr., no less, not just regular Eric Harris. This is actually,
It's like a joke. There's a car with Robin Williams, Tupac, and Ed Harris driving down the road.
yeah. Who gets pulled over for drugs?
Oh my gosh.
All right, during the stop, troopers
Ed Harris.
During the stop, troopers called a K-9 officer to the scene after observing indicators of criminal activity. A subsequent search turned up bags of weed weighing 114.7 pounds with a street value of approximately $69,000, a statement said.
114
gosh.
pounds. That's a lot of weed.
Jeez. Robin
That's
Williams
like-
was getting paid.
Yeah. Tupac.
Was
That's
getting
where
paid.
it really went to.
Eric Harris Jr. was getting paid.
Crumb.
Tupac Crum. That's C-R-U-M. Crum. No B. Forget the B.
Don't forget. Yeah, it's a missing and silent B.
Mama's proud of him.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna name him
That's-
Tupac.
Like, can you imagine having that be you're like freaking, I'm going to get a fake ID. What name you think I'm going to put on that? Tupac Crum? Okay.
Ed Harris.
I'm going to make me 19. Idiot.
Ed Harris, age 79.
Oh, shit.
We gotta find out how old Ed Harris is right now.
All right, questions from listeners. Our first question, thank you so much for putting these in, is at Pull My Samurai Sword.
Ed Harris is 66 for all
You
you
were
Ed
close.
Harris fans.
All right. from at Pull My Samurai Sword. Did you see the news about For Honor? Why the fuck do you need an internet connection all the time? This pisses me off to the point of anger. Fuck it. I'm going out and using my allowance money to get a PS4 because I don't want to be connected to the internet all the time. Celk, why don't you feel this one?
Well, I'm assuming that PS4 needs to be connected to the internet too.
No.
Have you seen the E3 press conference?
Yeah, from 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, that was the original. No, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, PS4 doesn't need to be on all the time.
No, it doesn't. Xbox One.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
It does not. Yes.
Now,
And
from
what about
2013, it does.
What about the people that play in submarines?
Not connected to the internet.
What?
People in submarines do not connect to the internet. Just saying it now.
Yeah, that was one of the arguments. What about the military and people in submarines?
Yeah, they're playing PS4s underwater.
Well, what happens if I'm on my grandmom's house in the middle of the woods? They don't get internet there either.
You're probably just trying to get away from some wolf, I'm assuming. Screw the fucking PS4.
I don't know.
The
I
Xbox
think,
brick would be better to throw at the damn thing than a PS4 would.
I think like we talked about earlier with everything going digital, I think it's to the point now where things are going to go. You pretty much are always connected as it is.
So what's your advice for Pull My Samurai Sword? Stick with the Xbone or get a PS4 because no internet connection?
My advice is suck it up and deal with it. You're going to be connected all the time.
All right, well, speaking of what was your response? Why is For Honor always connected?
Because I think it transfers your XP between multiplayer and single player. It's all intertwined. So if you play the single player campaign, you get all the XP for your multiplayer campaign as well.
Right.
I mean,
Is that worth it?
I don't know.
There's got to be. I mean, I know if games like Titanfall, the first one and stuff, had all the AI and everything controlled by the...
Well, yeah, the first one was nothing but multiplayer. Online.
Yeah, but I'm saying like all those grunts and stuff were AI controlled by the cloud. So in this For Honor game, what if all the enemy units have like artificial intelligence that runs
Off the cloud
and stuff? So it's not putting as much strain on the CPU of the systems.
Calc, I got a question for you on that.
Yeah.
You know how we have Drivatars with Forza?
Mm-hmm.
What if there's a new workings of these AIs that are taking our fightatars, our military presence, where they're taking our type of actions, the way we play first-person shooters, and turning them into avatars for the AI?
No, that'd be good. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're already working on adaptive.
The next Call of Duty will be like that.
Well, I was gonna say maybe they already are working on like some sort of adaptive AI that learns like the way we play FPS games, and they apply it for like upcoming games. I don't know. That's a good call.
I got the hiccups there or what?
Yeah, I'm drinking this beer too fast.
All right. Well, thank you for the question at Pull My Samurai Sword. Our next question comes from at Mo Money, Mo Problems. Sounds like Pigeon's issue. Before I get sentenced for my clever scheme of stealing money from a company that I worked for, I wanted to clear the air. Yes, I did steal the money, and yes, I did spend around $1 million on the amazing game Game of War. I thought it was God of War. The reason for this is because I thought that I could unlock Kate Upton's nudie pics. Well, it looks like you can't. By the way, can you check to see if I'm the top player in the world?
I'd heard about this guy. $1 million spent on Game of War. This Scott.
You're worried about the $1 million on Game of War, not the $5 million you stole from his company.
Yeah.
This goes up there with me spending $6 on Age of Empires.
Ooh, Scott's he's not happy.
Not at all. No,
he was pissed that I cheated.
Well, yeah, because you took over. You were way behind me. I was doing great. I was like in the lead with being the leader of our pack, and then all of a sudden he got some microtransaction shit, and all of a sudden he's way ahead of me and all
that was like
stuff.
the only time I spent the money because I felt so dirty after you got mad at me.
He throws $6 thinking he's alpha male now.
That's right.
Forget that.
He's like, I'm so far ahead of you. I'm level 7, Castle. You're only level 6. Screw you.
No, I won't go to 7, I'm afraid.
This guy
sold
$5 million and spent $1 million on a
game of
cell
war.
phone game of
So
war.
what kind of business was it that he got the $5 million?
He was like a
first of all?
machinist or something.
How the hell
So it
did
must
he
have been
steal
some
that
kind
much
of
money?
fabricating company.
I was gonna say, how do
It
you,
was over. It was over like 5 or 6 years.
Still, how do you? Okay,
who's their accountant?
that's $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And then he spent $1 million on trying to get Kate up the nudie pics, and it didn't work. But I haven't played that game, so I don't know if he's the top player, but probably not because he's a loser. So go to hell and go to jail.
I don't care. Go screw yourself. More money, no problems.
How does he tweet when he's in jail? I don't know.
All right, you got to get that one free call. So he took one free tweet and said, "Screw it, I don't need to make a call."
On the payphone?
Yeah,
somehow.
That's right. Hey, there's letters on the payphone. Come on. All right, thank you for the question at Mo Money Mo Problems. Our next question comes from at Elon Musk is a clown turd. Nice. Why are we trying to go to Mars? It doesn't make sense. Why not go to planet hat-P-7b question mark?
No, that's the question.
I know. Come on. I'm trying to be funny. I got you guys laughing at least. All right. So hat-P-7b. On that planet, it at least rains rubies and sapphires.
That is amazing.
Here's the Mars landing. We're here. It's red and rocky. Here's the awesome planet landing. We're here. And we're going to be friggin' rich. Booyah! I don't know. Can you use rubies and sapphires to take the hell back off again? Or we got to learn about planet
Why not? I mean, you're there. You're rich. You can spend it on what?
You got to ship them back again?
Well, you have internet connection, right? You can buy Game of War credit.
That's true, man. I will trade you 40 million sapphires and rubies if you make me the #1 gamer of Game of War.
You get pummeled. You'll probably die as soon as you get to the planet. Holy shit. This is amazing, but my skin's getting shaved off by the rubies and sapphires. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool, though, that somebody actually found a planet that rains
rubies and sapphires.
I think
I would assume it's like very small particles of. Like,
yeah, I'm sure. They said it's like chromium or something in the atmosphere that when the winds pick up so much that it actually precipitates these two gems.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's like being sandblasted when it rains.
Yeah, by rubies and sapphires. You're like, oh my god, it sucks, but this is so cool.
Start turning into the guy from the Temple of Doom, not Temple of Doom, the movie from Indiana Jones, the guy who opens up the
Lost Ark, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh yeah, your face starts melting and everything.
Yeah,
where he starts melting away.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Well, thank you for the question. I don't even know if there was a question in there. Why not go to planet HAT-P-7b? Okay. Thank you for the question at Elon Musk is a clown turd. Our last question comes from at Pigeon's Missing Nut. Is it weird?
There it is.
Is it weird that we put a semi-alive tree in our houses for Christmas just to watch them die slowly? Yeah, I guess when you put it that way, it's kind of weird.
I bet you Scotchy keeps his tree alive till like Easter.
We do. My wife does not let me. Yeah. Oh my god, my wife does not let me get this thing down. Both my son and my wife called me the Christmas killer last year when I was taking it down at the end of January. All of the needles freaking fell off the damn thing. I could have made like 14 pillows out of the damn needles off this tree. But they were calling me the Christmas killer, man. I'm just like, all right, whatever. No, they make pillows like that. You got to get one of those. Pitch.
Scotchy. What's the appropriate time to take a tree down?
First week of January.
For us Catholics, Christians, and atheists.
Yeah, atheists. You keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I'd probably say 2 weeks.
What did Celk say?
Well, it depends.
26.
It depends on when you get it, because I've seen people out there the weekend of Thanksgiving getting their Christmas tree. So I'd say for them, get rid of it the day after Christmas, which you always see. You see some people that have their shit in the garbage that first weekend after Christmas. I'm like, all I'm doing is throwing out paper and boxes. You guys got your tree out already? Holy shit.
I see a lot of people on New Year's Day, they throw the tree out.
Yeah, so like a week or two after Christmas, I'd say is probably best.
So what's the life expectancy of a cut down?
Depends on how much you're into watering the damn thing. I mean, if you can keep up with the regular watering system, it's I don't know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Celk was hacking bones.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Trying to get the manhood out of his mouth. I'd say probably I don't know 4 or 5 weeks.
So you got to water it how many times a day?
In the beginning, you almost have to do it. You have to do it every day, almost for like a week. It drinks a lot of water after you cut it down.
Our tree hasn't been drinking water at all. We're kind of worried.
Maybe it's from the Westworld.
Did you let it sit outside for a while after you cut it?
Well, she picked it up and got it fresh cut on the bottom,
right?
So that it would take in the water.
Oh, did you fresh cut it before you put it into the thing?
Yeah, they cut it fresh at Home Depot.
What?
Oh, that sounds good. You make fun of me for a fake tree.
That sounds retarded. Wait a minute. You got your tree at Home Depot, and you're calling it fresh cut. What the hell farm do you have around you that has a Home Depot with a tree farm on it?
Farm.
Well, no, they put a fresh cut on the bottom so that it would open up.
Well, yeah, but how long had it been sitting not cut?
Family farm.
I have no idea. We bought it there last year. It was beautiful.
All right, yeah, I cut mine down at the farm and I bring it home and then I put it up that night. So mine sat outside for probably 4 or 5 hours.
Griswold style, huh?
Yeah, but it sat outside probably for 4 or 5 hours, and I put it in and it's drank the entire fill up, which is like almost a full gallon and a half that first night.
Put some beer in that shit?
No. Supposedly with flowers though, when you get your white flowers, I don't know if you guys do that or not. You can put bleach in the water.
No,
and stuff
I hate
too.
my wife. I never get her anything.
You can put bleach in the water to help out the flowers.
Are you serious? It doesn't kill it?
Yeah, it's supposed to help it.
Did you learn that in school?
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, thank you for the question at Pigeon's Missing Nut.
All right, there it is.
Yeah.
Now my third one is found.
We found it. All right, beer, Celk.
Yes.
On your newbie.
Yep, I'm almost done with it.
All right, new pairing.
A box of Munchkins.
Oh my god, the whole thing just by yourself.
Could almost do the whole thing. Yeah, 25 count.
Variety or just all of one?
Variety.
What's your favorite Munchkin?
The chocolate glazed.
Oh my gosh.
What's yours, Pitch?
Mine's either the the puffed glazed one or
the raised glazed.
Yeah, or blueberry or jelly.
Where the hell did you get blueberry? Blueberry
fucking
Munchkins?
Blueberry cake munchkins? Are you kidding me? Those things are the best ever. They're so good. Those and the fucking raised cake are the best. The like fluffy fucking what the hell's that?
Glazed one. They're like a glazed donut. It's just a
but it's not the cakey
donut.
glaze. It's just like it's like that puffy.
I don't think I've ever had the blueberry as a munchkin.
Oh,
dude, what's your 25 count of Munchkins? Just 25 chocolate glazed.
No, chocolate powdered and cinnamon dusted.
An old fashioned.
Even
the
pig. Even those munchkins have the little tiny handle on them, so you can dip them in the coffee.
You know what I do? I actually bought an old fashioned donut just to kick the shit out of me. Don't
throw it down the steps.
You bought it to wear it around your dick, so your wife would say no thanks that night.
I just spit beer everywhere.
She's like, Jim, I'm in the mood. Oh, you got that on your dick again? No thanks. Dude, I'll go to sleep.
Dude, that's our 6-year anniversary. How'd you know? Oh my god.
I was all excited for it, but you put that thing on your dick? No thanks.
Old fashioned? What the fuck?
It's after our coffee hour. I can't use that now.
It's after Labor Day.
That's not gonna work.
With the white shoes, yeah, whatever.
Shit.
Man.
All right, so yay on Celks with a box of Munchkins, kind of variety, but mostly chocolate, cinnamon, and powdered.
And old fashioned.
All white privilege donuts.
Yeah.
And my Fegley Brewworks, I'm still yay on my Rude Elf. It's good.
I'm a nay still.
Yeah, Pidge is a name. Okay, myself and Pidge and Celk, we'd like to thank you guys for listening. We're almost at the year's end. If you can, please hit us up with any questions at theloadedcouch@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Twitter at theloadedcouch, or you can reach the other two idiots at Pigeon Pegleg or Celtic Fox _LC, and you can reach this idiot at Scotchhound _LC. And thanks so much for listening, guys, and we will catch you next time.
Goodbye.
Later.